Hey guys, guess what? We are back with a new tutorial for a new release that I have, which is my Master Series Flame stencils for RC bodies. Um, During the pandemic, we were very busy, and I haven't had enough time to get back to you guys on these tutorials, but I have a lot of new ones coming. But I've tweaked and remastered my flame stencils so that we can get better looking flames. Um, a lot of flames I've been doing lately have been with all candy colors backed in chrome, and uh, the tweaks that I've made to the flame stencils, I'm very happy with them. That's why I'm bringing you this new tutorial so you guys can, just update and keep getting your work to look better and better. So I'm going to be using Inspire Candy Gold and Spastics Chrome, Mirror Chrome. I find that I get the best results with these two particular paint products. The colors really just are vibrant, very bright in sunlight, and they just look so much nicer. They're very warm, very realistic. Uh, one of the things I like about Inspire and Spastics when you're using these two particular candies and Mirachromes is the drying time is extremely fast. It's almost dry right after you spray it on. And, of course, the more paint you use, the darker the color will be. And for this tutorial, I don't have to use a lot. I'm just spraying on a couple of layers. I do not reduce these candies, and I do not reduce the Mirachrome. Um, I'm spraying them at about 35 psi, and they flow very well, basically from any airbrush that you want to use. It actually makes my workflow uh, uh, quick, very fast. But that's because I have been spraying uh, with these paints and doing this type of work for going on 13 years. So I'm just going to walk you through this 5-piece Master Flame Series stencil set. It's basically very, very simple pieces that I've already had in some of my other flame stencil sets, but I have tweaked them. I've made changes to their shapes, where they lie, the size of them. Um, I notice sometimes as I'm spraying that I can't get to a certain part of the body without having some overspray hit something that I don't want to spray. So I took that into account. Certain turns, certain curves, certain angles, and compiled all of that information to get these new stencils. Now, when I spray, especially with the chrome because it dries so fast, I move rather quickly. And that's only because I already have an idea as to how I want my flames to look. I'm spraying in this direction to simulate spraying, say, the roof or the hood of an RC body. So I'm wide at the beginning, which would be the beginning of the hood, and I'm pointing my flames towards an end point. So they're narrowing the further I get from the hood towards, say, the windshield. And I'm laying these licks pretty fast in the chrome. So uh, you really want to almost, I want to say, like a triangle effect. You're wide at the bottom of the triangle and you're narrow at the top of the triangle. And you just keep making these triangles, uh, and they can overlap. It's better if they actually overlap, um, because you get these gradients of color from uh, even from the chrome, even from the mirror chrome, as you're spraying uh, these triangles, these licks going from the front of the truck to the back of the truck, or the front of the hood to the back of the hood. Uh, I go from, like I said, from wider to narrow, And once I have a certain amount of licks down, then I switch my stencils to one of the particular stencils that I'm using right now has a lot of round loops and circles on the end. And what these do is allow me to add those fillers into those licks, those triangles. So these loops are all different sizes from, like maybe an inch and a half to a quarter inch, because the further away the flame gets, those loops get smaller, and the closer they are to the front of the fire, they're larger. So you should take that into account when you're spraying. You wouldn't want to put bigger openings at the top where your flames are getting smaller. It doesn't look right. You want to put the bigger openings towards the front. So the further you move towards the back of your work, you want everything to get smaller. You want to reduce it. You want to get it narrow to keep it more realistic. If you look at some of my work and really focus on it, you'll see exactly what I'm trying to explain. So what I'm doing right now is I'm backing this in black. I'm using Createx Wicked Detailed Black. And what I want to share with you guys is that this particular paint allows you to reduce it 1 to 1 if you want. That's 1 part reducer, 1 part paint. So for the first 20 people to my website who purchase the new Master Series Flame Stencil set, you're going to also get included my recipe, my own personal formula for my reducer. So instead of you spending, and everybody knows how much reducer costs, it's ridiculous. I'll include inside with your stencils my formula for reducer. And the formula is enough for you to make 12 ounces. I tend to like quadruple that and end up making almost a gallon every time I make the reducer. And it probably only cost me about $20 to do that. So, like I said, the first 20 people to the website to purchase will get a copy of the reducer formula, so you can have that for yourself. So this is the end result for the candy gold flames. And you're watching this in real time. It only took me a few minutes. And that's because I do this all the time. So if you're new to this, don't be discouraged. Just try to remember larger up at the front, narrow towards the back. And there's a direction that your flames need to go in. Always try to follow that direction. And you see how vibrant the colors are. That gold and that chrome, those candies backed in chrome, they really, really pop. And outside in the sunlight, I mean, like, it's just insane. Take a look. The flames are ridiculous. My nickname is the arsonist. That's what they call me. So head over to the website, get your stencils, and I'll see you later.